Okay guys, I was out here feeding the peacocks and the pigs this morning, and I was like, oh, getting ready to do a little video. Oh, that's good lighting kind of through there, isn't it? anyhow, I was like getting ready to gather up some materials to start a worm farm. Well, a little worm farm out of a stacking set of buckets, 5-gallon buckets. Well, actually, I think they're like 4.5-gallon buckets. But anyhow, as I was thinking through the process of all the things I'll need, like some compost, which I'll have to walk out. We'll take a walk out to the compost pile. But as I was in here in the barn, I'm like, hey, I need to get some kind of something as a layer. Anyhow, let me show you what I got here. Okay, so we keep our pig feed in this 55-gallon barrel with a lid on it, kind of just inside. You can see it's just inside the barn there, so it doesn't get rained on still, but that lid keeps critters out and whatnot. But anyhow, we have our bags that I use them for stuff, you know, because they're good heavy bags. They work out good for trash bags and different things. So some of this are made out of good compostable material. That one there is, that's a good paper bag. This one here is a good paper one, doesn't have any ink on it. I think I'll just grab that one. That should be plenty for what we need here today. I already fed you. What you talking? Mama said she fed you already this morning too. Come on now, you're lying. I fed you. See, Sprinkles over there still eating. Oh, there she comes. She's gonna say, "Hey, feed me some more." Oh, you just want pets, don't you? Yeah, you just love the attention, don't you? Yeah. Pigs are fun. All right. What you doing there? Licking my feet. Oh, now they're back there. Don't get no more food, so they'll go back to eating. Okay, I got some stuff stacked over here. I use these buckets for a lot of things, so anyhow, I got them stacked over here by the, got the lids all cleaned up and stuff. And, but yeah, I got a few of them. So you want to use a food grade bucket, food grade plastic. And the way, let's just take a quick look at that, because some people don't know what that means. Now I've seen people use like the bleach buckets for their pool and whatnot and clean them out, and to me that's a little questionable. They've got that bleach is a bad chemical, you know. So anyhow, I'd be leery of that. You guys use your own best judgment with that. If you can clean them out, let them aerate out, you know, after you've cleaned them, let them aerate for a long time, maybe. But let's take a look at the symbol on the bottom of the bucket that you're wanting to look for. And there's actually several different kinds of plastic that can be considered food grade, but we're just going to talk about the buckets, which is the HDPE, which is high density polyethylene, and it's a good hard plastic. But anyhow, it's we'll take a look at the symbol here and talk about that. So you can see it says HDPE at the bottom, and it's got a number 2 inside the triangle. That triangle is 3 lines with like arrows pointing around a circular kind of as a recycling symbol. But that's the symbol you want, and you want the number 2 with the HDPE. Now, like I said, there are different types of plastic that are food grade, and you can do all your research for that. But anyhow, check your buckets out, make sure. In fact, you know what? There's a Lowe's bucket right over here. Let's look at that. Let's see here what we got. Yeah. HDPE. So just in case you was wondering if the Lowe's buckets are the food grade, food safe, whatever, food grade, I think, that is a yes on that one there. I just checked that one. And these drywall buckets are. In fact, you know what? While we're at it, let's check this other drywall bucket. Yes, that is a yes on that one as well. So these white drywall bucket, and the black drywall bucket are both food grade. So Mia joined me. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're getting ready to head out to the compost pile. I gathered the let me show you real quick here what I got. I ended up grabbing a small portion of my potting soil, which is actually just 100% finely ground pine bark. So they call it pine fine. So anyhow, that's got some pine needles in there. I suppose I could leave those in there too. I don't know. But anyhow, we're gonna head out to the compost pile and grab some compost. Compost pile is back there by the creek. You see part of a deer head there. You get stuck? High grass, hard to ride through, huh? So yeah, here we are at the compost pile, and I don't know, I don't think I've ever showed you what we got here, our compost pile. But this is, you know, it can be like you can see there. That's just a potted plant that didn't make it. You know, you can see it's got some perlite mixed in there. All of that would be fine probably to mix in with there. Of course, grass clippings, eggshells, all kinds of stuff. I'm just gonna kind of stir this up a little bit, kind of see what we got. You see there's cardboard there too, cardboard compost as well. So stuff like this, big stuff, I don't want. But I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some of this and gather it up. Oops. Gather it up, and I'll toss out the stuff I don't want. It'd be a nice, some nice stuff. Yeah, that plant stuff. I mean, they could do it, but in my small system, I'm doing in these buckets, don't really have room for all that. So I'm just going to kind of gather up, you know, what I can here. Oh, look at that. Here's a kind of didn't get, well, I guess I could have taken that too. That's good stuff.
There's fire ants in that.
Huh?
There's fire ants.
Fire ants?
Yeah.
Where?
See?
Oh, there, and one's on my arm. Boy, I don't know how you've seen that. Wow. You know what? I don't want them. Man, well, here, watch out. I'm going to grab a bunch of that and dump it out of there.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, let's see if we got them all.
Ow.
Cricket.
A cricket.
Yeah, see a cricket?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so I think I got the big old area that had the fire ants.
I told you.
I'm glad you saw that, because I'd have had a bucket full of fire ants in there. So, okay, let's...
I have good eyes.
Yeah, I guess so. I do know that I got my glasses on. Just kind of, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oopsies. I think I accidentally probably pressed the button.
Yeah, it happens.
Ooh, you got some cardboard there too.
And cardboard is compostable too.
And I fell.
Huh?
I fell right there.
Oh yeah.
And it's already bleeding through.
Yeah, it'll be fine though. You're tough.
Yeah. I didn't really cry that much.
Yeah, I was surprised at how big of a boo-boo it was, and with the minimal amount of crying that you did, it was pretty tough. Well, there's actual dirt. I don't think I want that mixed in there.
Or that's probably just compost. Wait, that's probably just soil from...
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good mix of stuff, honestly. That's way more than we need.
Oh, what is that? Styrofoam?
It kind of feels like styrofoam. Got mixed in there. We'll throw that in the trash.
Okay.
So we don't want that in our compost pile. You can see the view from where we're at. So let's just show you what we got. I don't think I've ever shown you guys the creek. Of course, it's pretty well dried up right now.
Yeah.
The creek's back here. The kids Kids love playing back there. Oh, I see a chair in the creek. You guys better get that out of there, because once we get a rain, it's going to wash that creek or wash that chair to somebody else's property, and you'll never get it back.
Don't get bit by pirates anywhere.
Right. Anyhow, but this is a water source for us here on the homestead, and eventually I want to pump water to water my nursery from there. And you can see the barn and the shade houses up there from this angle.
And I can ride a bike without training wheels.
Yeah, you're doing good. So we'll head back up to the garage area, work on this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a drill, or actually a screw gun that I can put a drill bit in, and a drill bit for drilling some holes.
Where is it?
Okay, so we got, I usually have it hanging right here, so, oh, you know what? I took it in the house.
Where's it?
That's a drill there, but that's the big one. I'm gonna use a different one. Let me use this one here. I guess this one will be fine. Yeah, this is a good one. We'll use this one here, and we'll grab a drill bit. I'm thinking about a 3/16 drill bit. I should have a bunch of drill bits up in my tool pouch I carry around all the time.
Ta-da!
Let me see here. That's okay. We're up here by the garage and getting ready to set up. And I was looking over here. We got our chickens out scavenging.
And some of the egg layers too.
Yeah, that is the egg layers. And a rooster, looks like. Or is that two roosters?
I think that's two roosters.
But they're exploring.
Because they're a little thing that, like a little mohawk thingy.
Okay, so let me explain real quick how this system is going to work, so you'll understand what we're doing. We're going to use 3 buckets. Well, and we may add 4 and 5, more as the system stacks, because they'll migrate from the bottom up. But the bottom bucket will have nothing done to it. And I think I'll use the white one there for the very bottom. That'll be the very bottom bucket. That's what will, the next bucket will sit in. And so what you need is drain holes all in the bottom, so that any excess moisture, and if you water them, whatever, that can leach down into that, and then this bottom bucket will catch that. But up at the top, you need to have holes for ventilation. So I'm going to go ahead and use this bit. And this is a 7/64 bit. I've seen people use 1/4 inch. I've seen people use 3/16. This is halfway in between there. So that's going to be fine. So I think what I'll do is just drill some holes across, maybe even both of these. Can you see? Both of these rims here, this rim and this rim. Maybe I'll just kind of stagger them like that.
We got Harley here now.
Gonna say hi?
Hi. Don't go on there. No, don't go in there. What?
Okay, so there's the top of one. You can see there, you got all the way around with that. Now I'm gonna do the bottom, and I'm just gonna randomly poke a bunch of holes in the bottom. You guys want to drill some? Mia already asked if she could, so
Yeah.
I know she wants to.
Okay. Where do I have to do it?
See how I've started this pattern? Let me aim it down better. Yeah, just kind of about that. Yeah.
Ah! My turn.
Yep.
My turn. Is it my turn?
No. Okay, now Harley is going to do a circle. Well, she's blocking the view, but she's going to do a circle inside of that circle.
Wait, do I start?
Like here, 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 all the way around.
I'm trying to push down.
You can't do it?
I could, and I'm tiny. Yeah! Oops.
Don't get your hair mixed up in that drill. It'll spin it up in your drill.
Harry, you're doing good.
Yeah.
Hey. It's starting to bleed through.
Baby time. Is that all you're doing?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, let me finish putting a few random holes around here. Just kind of.
What are these?
That's plastic from the bucket.
You can even do this with it, Harley.
So there's one bucket. We're going to do the second bucket the same way, where we do the top and the bottom.
I'm
And then
gonna do it.
you want to do it? Okay, you do that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You do half of it, and then Mia can do the other half.
One of our neighbors are leaving.
Okay. So one thing you want to look for in plastic bags that have these several layers, some bags, like for instance, like cement bags. Of course, cement has bad stuff you probably wouldn't want to use for composting, or this kind of thing. But sometimes they have a plastic layer in between as like a vapor barrier, like cement does. So anyhow, that's just something to look out for, I guess. So now I'm going to go ahead and take and put this down in the bottom of this bucket here. Kind of make a layer.
Well, lots of layers. Look how much layers are.
That's probably way more bigger piece than I needed. I'll try to smash that down in the bottom real good.
Oh, really? What?
So there we go. Now the next thing we're going to do is take some of our compost and put in there. And I see people online. The main person I watch for vermicomposting is Peggy Helbling. She got the YouTube channel, Garden What You've Got, Peggy Helbling. So anyhow, check her channel out because she knows way more than this. I've been asking her questions already about this stuff. So anyhow, what I'm going to do is just put a different mix of our things that we gathered up here this morning. And I think you're supposed to do it in layers. I see people doing it in layers all the time. I think what I'll do this here is that the pine fines, and it's, let me see if you can see, it's kind of moist, but it's not, you know, I've heard people say you want to do it to where you squeeze it and you get like a drop out of it. Well, this is not that way. So I'm probably going to need to add water, or at least really moist food. I'm going to put a couple good inches of
Soil.
of the, this potting soil, which is the pine fines. Then I'm going to take and put some of this, throw that piece of cardboard we found out there. Put that in there, mix that in.
Cricket.
Yeah, cricket. We don't want the cricket in there. Put some of this half done compost mixed with potting soil. Kind of crumbling it up as we go. I'm getting pretty deep here already. So.
What are you doing?
So another thing that I hear, but anyhow, I started to tell you what I hear people putting in there is cocoa coir, and that is something that you have to buy, which I'm not really all about buying stuff for that. So I'm trying to use everything I can around here, and we got cardboard. I know that people use shredded up newspaper, or I know that people use a lot of shredded with like a paper shredder, and we used to have a paper shredder, and I think if we don't still have it, we may end up having to get one or something. But because that's a really common thing that I see used, and they even shred up cardboard and then dampen it and all that kind of thing. So anyhow, this is basically just part one to the beginning of this process, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and get the second bucket with just at least the compost and all the cardboard and all that stuff in it, so it'll be ready for the next step, which will be when the worms want to migrate up to it. But for now, I don't have my worms yet, and I'm getting ready to place my order. I found some on Amazon. I know there's different places you can get them, and but they'll be here in a couple days. So maybe next week we'll show that part of it. So that's all for this episode, but we'll like I said, we'll do the update on when we add the worms, and then as we go and you see the progress, we'll show that as well. And I should say also, I mentioned that Peggy Helbling with Garden What You've Got channel has inspired me to do this, but also what really kicked me into gear was my cousin Matt Hall over at Matt Hall Farms. So go check his YouTube channel out. He's just recently started the worm farming as well, and we talk a lot. We talk on the phone a lot, so we talk about that and stuff, what's going on. So yeah, check his channel out, and anyhow, we'll update you with what's going on. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will catch you on the south side.
God bless.
Oh, and get your thumbs brown.
Get your phone ready.